I use AOL, AIM, and MSN. Dude, MSN. I grew up with MSN. Obviously, I'm not in the States, so we didn't have AOL. But like MSN, that absolutely was a thing. Remember when you would nudge people and go, it was so annoying. But at the time, especially I guess if you're a kid, that you didn't care. It was just fun to do it. MSN, those, yeah, and everything was so customizable, right? Like you could customize the look of everything. I feel the internet has become so, like even YouTube, early days YouTube, you could customize your page completely, how the background looked, how everything, like the colors that it used. Early internet was fun. Like I understand that the reason why they don't want that is because most people suck at picking stuff, so everything would look super garish and ugly. But it was super cool to be able to have all these colors. I use Yahoo Messenger, MSN, and ICQ. I don't know ICQ. Everyone using Comic Sans as a font in their favorite. Yeah. But it was great. For those that did know how to put colors together, it looked fantastic because it was cool. It was cool to have all the personality. I think MySpace, right, also had, you could, everything back then you could color however you wanted. I still remember when YouTube removed that because I was a super Portal fan. So I had like all the panels, I had made it in Paint where I pasted all the panels of like the test rooms on the sides, and in the middle it was like the background of it, like the tiles that they had. This was like Portal 1 era, not Portal 2. And I thought it looked really nice, but then they removed it and I was so sad. I was like, no, my background that I spent so much time. I can't stand Comic Sans. I used to Courier New. It felt like Courier is fun. Don't they use, is Courier New the one they still use for like screenplays when they're writing? Screenplay font. Yeah, it's the Courier font. Yeah, it's because it has set width, right? Now everybody hates it, but back then everyone, oh yeah. I feel like it became a thing because people started talking about it in a bad way type of thing, you know? Because back then nobody knew. Nobody knew. Unless you were like a font person, nobody cared or knew that Comic Sans, any font was bad. And I think it was, wasn't it like the Helvetica documentary that was very popular, I think in the mid 2000s, that kind of made people become very like, oh no, these fonts are definitely no. When did that come out? It might not have been, but that's at least how I experienced it. When did that come out? 16 years ago. I guess it would be this one, 2008. That would be around the time where like slowly, like for it to have to begin, and then it was later that people were very much like, Helvetica is still the best font. That's fair. That's fair. I think it's an interesting watch for a lot of people, but I think this is where it started. Again, this is how I experienced the whole like hate for a lot of fonts starting, because this goes into how different fonts are, you know, not, they're all like random in comparison. They don't follow a style. They don't follow like a design thing. So it is interesting. It is interesting. 16 years ago, that was a long, yeah, 2008, 16 years ago. 2008, oh no. Oh no. That's when I started YouTube. My first YouTube video is from 2008. It's been 16 years. I used MSN till 2010, 2011. I don't remember when I stopped. I think it probably was around that time. I think it was 2011, 2012 that then everyone transitioned to Facebook Messenger, because Facebook had become the big thing. And then people transitioned to Facebook Messenger. SNL did 2 awesome skits about someone figuring out how the Avatar poster was just papyrus. Yeah, isn't that funny though? I haven't seen the skit, but the fact that it is the original, they changed it in the sequel, but the original Avatar logo, that it's papyrus is so funny. Yeah, here it is. And then they changed it in the sequel. And then, yeah, now it's this. Or is this still just papyrus but thick? Is this just papyrus but thick? It's not, it's not. The A is very different. They are similar, but they're very different. I remember because it was the year I moved out of town, right before I moved. What did you use after that? Did you transition to Facebook Messenger? Or was there something else there that you use? I never went back. I never used anything because now we have Discord. I feel the time between using Facebook Messenger and then eventually Discord, there were quite a few years there that I just didn't. Actually, I used iMessage. I feel for a while there, I was a normie using iMessage. But then Discord became a thing. And then I started using Discord. But before that, yeah, I think that was my progression of chat things. Was MSN, then Facebook Messenger, then iMessage for a few years, and then Discord. I'm a true Brit. Yeah, nowadays I use WhatsApp, but just for like people here. If I were to say which one I use to talk to people, really, it's Discord. I do use WhatsApp because, again, if you want to talk to anyone here, I think everywhere but the US and China, places that have actual restrictions on it, people use WhatsApp. But ones that I actually use for like my own, I would say Discord. It's not used as much in Sweden, a lot more common in the UK. Interesting. Does Sweden have their own, or is there a different service that is popular? Because I know in China it's WeChat, right? WeChat is the chatterino of choice. I'm on WhatsApp, Discord, Kik. Dude, Kik! I remember when that started becoming a thing. What was it trying to replace? I think it was Snapchat. It was like post Snapchat. Kik was not post Snapchat, but like while Snapchat was very big, people were like, get on Kik or something. People in Sweden just adopted Facebook Messenger. I think that's like, at the end of the day, WhatsApp is just Facebook Messenger too, because now it's owned by Facebook anyway, or Meta, or like Snapchat, I think. Interesting. Snapchat is such a weird one to have become like an actual chatting thing, because it was supposed to be the one where all the messages disappeared, but somehow it became like a legit messaging thing.